Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the swing.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll, and on the hill, it's Walker Buehler.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Liner, caught at second. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
On the ground to third. Bregman to first. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 33, Brendan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Two outs, base is empty. Swings here and blasts one left field. Back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the win.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's off the Green Monster. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner at third, nobody out. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Rafael Devers. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying, and it's into the bullpen for a homer. He rocketed that one out of here. That's his third home run of the series, and they lead it. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now it's Alex Bregman. High fly ball down the left field line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
And Arenado makes the catch. One down. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And that's in there at the knees. Still only one out here in the inning.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Christian.
One down. And now the rookie second baseman. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder. 2 outs. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Burleson was incredibly productive in his last game with 6 RBIs. Line drive, base hit. Arenado makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
I can't believe how comfortable he was at the plate in the last game, Boog. 6 RBIs in a game is nuts. Only 8 players have done that 10 times or more in their careers, including Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Nelson Cruz, and Ted Williams.
1-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Ground ball to first, could be 2. There's 1. And a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. That one out to right. Ref Snyder. And that is that. But they push across 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Cardinals 1. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning. Singy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So digging in, David Hamilton. Check swing, no appeal. And it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Scott makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Checks over to first, back safely. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Here's a 1-1. And there's a hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Now batting the
Devers now.
Devers.
In the air, left field, down the line. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here's Alex Bregman. And he gets Bregman. And there's 2 away.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
2 on, 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Stays alive. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the run from third to add on. He's in there.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the second baseman. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
11, Victor Scott.
Buehler deals. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ground ball to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he's on at first.
Batting up, the shortstop, Mason.
And at first,
Wynn.
Mason Wynn will hit next. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Scott aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and the count is even 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Throw to third, safe. And runners at the corners to start the inning. And now Lars Nootbaar. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Runners on the corners, no outs. This one in the air. Bregman is under it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilson Contreras.
2 on with 1 out, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
That one just misses, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. Uh-oh, this appears to be a balk. And it is. Terrible timing for that sort of mistake. So that'll bring across a run. Buehler turns, kicks, fires. They say a win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. There's a swing and a drive. And it's out of here. A 2-run shot. It's 5-4.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
So now it's Dolan Arenado. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
Line drive and foul ball. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Ground ball, Casas. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's down to 1 at 5-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Snyder.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball
One
right
ball,
by him,
2
slightly
strikes.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Back-to-back base hits. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
David Hamilton digs in now. And that's bunted out in front of home plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he's just giving himself up to move 2 runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Miles Michaelis done for the night, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. They turn things over to the southpaw, Steven Matz, in the game for the first time this season. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Glove side, but it gets through. 1 runs in, gets off a throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Scott snags it. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they lead by 4.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Devers.
Rafaela stands at first with 1 out. And Devers hits that one. Nootbaar calls it in, 2 away. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Number 2, Alex Bregman.
Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. Red Sox 8 and the Cardinals 4. Start of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Alec Burleson. Buehler ready to fire now. That one ripped. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He made him pay for that one. His second homer of this series. It's 8-5.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2.
You know, these Cardinals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. The throw into second. Tag, and he's in there.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Pajes now at the plate. Got him swinging. So up next, Victor Scott. And there's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Two now. Up the middle, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So 2 down now, and here is Mason Wynn. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. Into the monster seats and gone. He jacks that one out to left. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-7.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching.
So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Greg Weisser.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits off the monster. Tying run is in to score from second.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. All even now at 8 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, John Chapman and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tristan Casas. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one's carrying. The throw in, safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Ref Snyder will hit next. Rip to first. Caught.
Now batting, catcher
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Casas touches home. 9-8 now. In there safely.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And next for the Red Sox, David Hamilton. The 1-1 is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Way inside, and that hit him.
Right there.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, the way these 2 teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Double play ball to second. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's down to 1 here at 9-8. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Fenway. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's Nolan Arenado. Just missed.
You know, these Cards, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Hard hit left side. Whips it to Casas. One away here in the fifth. And now the first baseman, Alec Burleson. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
One gone, runner at first. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. Laser could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Burleson around third. He'll score.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go ahead run on base. Scott the next to hit. That misses the zone. 2-1. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Greg Weisser will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So they bring on the veteran, Brennan Bernardino. Next to hit, Mason Wynn. And that's in for a strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's the third out. Cards on the board with this double. And we've got a good one. Tied at 9-9. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. Wynn whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And here is Devers. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Swing swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. But 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Two down, nobody on. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. Down and over go the Red Sox. And this remains a 9-9 ball game. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Out towards right center field. Refsnyder on his way over. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter.
Here's Contreras now.
Contreras.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one to first. Casas. A flip to the pitcher covering. And that is the inning. So they make short work of him there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. And we are tied 9-9. Back in Boston. Now at the plate, Tristan Casas. On the ground to short. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Christian.
Here's the second baseman. That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The right fielder, number 30,
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th.
2-1.
Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero appears to be getting loose. Fernandez warming up as well. Runner takes off. Liner snagged at first. To the bag himself. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 9-9. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
The 1-1. Chop to the left side. And it goes just foul.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Go ahead run on base. And manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen.
Now pitching for the Red
Liam
Sox.
Hendricks gets the ball
Number
now.
31.
This is his third time out this
Liam
year.
Hendricks.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To first, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit hard on the ground is short. Fires over to first. And that is that. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And our score remains tied at 9 apiece.
Now pitching for
Ryan
the Cardinals.
Fernandez gets the call from
Number
the pen.
64.
This is his 5th appearance of the
Ryan
year.
Fernandez.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Next offering down in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it bangs off the monster. Throws to second. Now back in safely at first.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now the shortstop, David Hamilton. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. Going to count 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center
And now Cedar Rafaela.
Rafaela.
1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. And safe.
1 ball.
It's a stolen base.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Runner goes again. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron.
Here's the left fielder, Jaron Duran. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Out to short. Tosses to first. And we stay tied as the inning ends. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Ivan Herrera.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
On the ground. In plenty of time to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Pinch hitter coming on. Jordan Walker. 1 out. The base is empty for him. Swings through that one for strike 2. In the air, right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
Now this is in the air down the line. He's got it, and that is that. Staying in the game on defense, Ivan Herrera. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Also entering the game, Jordan Walker. And, man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Romero.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Trevor Story.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Chop to first. Burleson takes it to the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. And stepping in for Boston, Alex Bregman. Bregman swings, hits one deep, left field, and out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. So he goes yard to left. Third home run of the season, and they grab the lead in the eighth. It's 10-9. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now batting Tristan Casas. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Wynn. Whips it to first, and that is out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a ground ball. Gorman throws on to first. Third out. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cards. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. That clips the corner.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bregman settles under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aroldis Chapman comes on trying to close it out. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
In there. And so now 1-2. The Redbirds down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.